الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى على محمد عبدك ورسولك وسلم على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات. Our brothers, volunteers are coming round for collections for this masjid. Please donate generously. As you know, it's the month of Ramadan. Your rewards, your good deeds are multiplied manifold. As I mentioned earlier, when you spend £1 in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's like a grain which grows 7 ears, and upon each ear there's a further 100 grains. Which means you spend £1 in the way of Allah, you get rewarded 700 or even more. So please dig deep into your pockets and donate generously. With regards to fasting, yesterday we spoke about vomiting mouthful or without mouthful. If it's intentional, it will break your fast, and you have to ensure the vomit does not go back down your throat. Our honorable imams have mentioned having injections. If you get an injection, whether it's in your flesh or your veins, it does not break your fast. So having injections does not break your fast. Having blood test, blood extraction does not break your fast. Also cupping or hijama does not break your fast. And a lot of people have questions that some people who've got a flu or some sort of cold and they build up mucus. So when you sniff in, when your nose is running and you sniff in your mucus, even if that goes down your throat, it will not break your fast. Also, nicotine patches, that does not invalidate your fast. I've gone blank, but inshallah I will remember. What else was I going to mention? I've gone blank. Parking, yeah. So, one thing we all need to know, every single one of us is an ambassador of Islam. Yeah? So, we don't always need to call people to Islam. Our conduct, our character will be an invitation for people to accept Islam. Now, everyone knows this is the month of Ramadan. Non-Muslims know this is the month of Ramadan. The Muslims become holy. Yeah? Everyone will know this mosque is a purpose-built mosque. You can see the minarets, you can see the dome. You know this is a mosque. Outside, the cars are rammed, the streets are rammed. Everybody knows it's the month of Ramadan. The Muslims have come to observe the month of Ramadan. They've come to pray. Yeah? Now, there must be our neighbors around here, non-Muslims, 100% sure they are inclined to Islam. They want to look into Islam. And they're thinking, how shall we, accept Islam? What happens? Month of Ramadan comes. Our brothers have come for Taraweeh and we've gone and blocked someone's drive. Or we've gone and blocked the road. Even an ambulance can't get through. And these same non-Muslims who were thinking, and when we leave the masjid, we leave like animals have been let out of a zoo. We're laughing, joking. These are unsociable hours. People are sleeping. People have to get up. You have to be careful. Rasulullah ﷺ on his deathbed, he spoke about the rights of the neighbors, that the companions, may Allah be pleased with them, they feared that maybe Rasulullah ﷺ will say, in your inheritance you have to leave inheritance for your neighbors. This is how much Rasulullah ﷺ stressed upon the rights of the neighbors. And we leave the masjid like, laughing, joking loudly, without regard for our neighbors and our neighborhood, and parking wrongly. We had a complaint just on Friday. Somebody parked in someone's drive in their parking spot, and apparently they had to wait for 2 hours. Imagine the emotions that person was going through. Imagine if that person was thinking of becoming a Muslim, and the act of one of us has deterred him for the rest of his life. How are we going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What did Rasulullah sallallahu say? If one person comes into the fold of Islam because of you, so someone, because of your character and because of your conduct and your behavior and your akhlaq, somebody becomes a Muslim. This is better for you than the whole world and everything it contains. But imagine if you're the one who has deterred someone and he died upon kufr. How are you going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So let's remember, when we leave the masjid, and those of us, the haters, the ones who leave after 8, please be considerate, leave slowly. And also those who, some of you in the back are praying the full 20, and the ones that are praying 8 are in the front. When you're leaving the gaps, yeah? So those of you who are in the back, you should rush forward to fill the gap. I'm going to tell you tomorrow, inshallah, the reward for for the one when he's praying and he sees a gap. So even if you've started your prayer, you see a gap, you should go and fill that gap. Fill the gaps. I will tell you the reward inshallah tomorrow. Jazakumullah khair.